on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Creations Legends of the Territory Era Elite 4-pack featuring Gorilla Monsoon, Muhammad Ali, Superstar Billy Graham, and Harley Race. This is exclusive only to Mattel Creations. That's the only place you'll be able to get it. This went up live on Wednesday. I'm filming this as of Friday. It came within 2 days, so shipped very quickly. I was actually pretty excited for this set. I know the 1970s kind of era of wrestling is very unique. It's, very niche and, for a certain group of people. Again, I'm not from the 70s. I was born in the late 80s, so this is well before my time. But, I mean, some iconic characters and wrestlers that, just are larger than life, and they deserve their own figures. And it's kind of nice to see Mattel, attempting to get figures out from this era, especially within this 4-pack. So, looking at the packaging, it is massive. It has some good size to it. I remember there are 4 figures housed in here. This is a slip box. There's another box underneath, but taking a look at this box here, you will see the awesome kind of throwback, like black and white image. You'll see live pro wrestling Legends of the Territory Era featuring larger-than-life superstars from the 1970s. The Mattel packaging team always does such a great job, and this really spells out exactly what you're going to get from this box here. Flipping over to the back, you'll see the image of Harley Race and Superstar Billy Graham here with the abdominal stretch. If you flip to the other side, you get more of these kind of like throwback, kind of like poster images of Harley Race and Superstar Billy Graham. I know it's kind of hard to see the full shot in the camera here, so we'll flip it to the side. On the other side, you'll see Muhammad Ali and Gorilla Monsoon. Again, we'll flip it over. It just looks really nice. Again, it is a slip box, so you will just kind of open this here, take it out, slide out the figures, and they are housed in this packaging here. And you'll see this kind of looks like an old school, like throwback posters, what they explain how it's supposed to look. So you see Muhammad Ali versus Gorilla Monsoon, all the nice detailing here as they go at it, like a comic book-esque. Just looks really nice. Wrestling main event, kind of got the date and all that good stuff. The Mattel Elite logo here. It's like a ticket to see general admission. Looks pretty cool. On the side of the box, you'll see Muhammad Ali versus Gorilla Monsoon. Flipping to the other side, you'll see Harley Race and Superstar Billy Graham. It looks really nice. I always appreciate these Mattel Creations exclusives. I feel like they really put a lot of love and care, especially into the packaging. It's its own kind of unique experience itself. And once you're done taking a look at this actual box, the figures are all grouped here. You will see Muhammad Ali in the suit with Gorilla Monsoon, all the interchangeable hands, this awesome backdrop. Mine is a little crushed up here if you guys can't see it. That's not a big deal. Flipping over to the other side. For me, though, the one I really wanted from this set was Superstar Billy Graham. I think he looks phenomenal. Cannot wait to see him out of the packaging. Harley Race, again, this is how I picture Harley Race. I know we get that King Harley Race figure, but this is the version I wanted. And, of course, the selling point, let's get a quick look at it, are those titles. They look really beautiful on here. Old school vintage titles. You can see they are nicely secured here. Kind of like on a little box stand on the bottom here. So they look pretty good. We're going to come back. We're going to get these guys all free from their plastic prisons and see what they're all about. The first figure we're taking a look at from this 4-pack is Gorilla Monsoon. So accessory-wise, he does come with a set of the grappling hands here. And that's it for Gorilla Monsoon. Again, this is him in his ring gear. And I'll be honest, this is so before my time. I've seen clips of him in his ring gear. The whole, spinning Muhammad Ali on his back on the airplane spin, I've never even seen that till this 4-pack came out. So this, like I said, this is way before my time, and I'm sorry if I'm offending other people who clearly remember this. Is just like I said, I didn't grow up watching this. To me, Gorilla Monsoon was an announcer, so here he is as a wrestler in his ring gear. The head looks pretty good. Obviously, a lot bigger during his wrestling days. You will see the head sculpt, like I said, looks pretty spot on if you ask me. I'm used to him wearing some shades, but I do like the look of it, kind of more of a younger look with the slick hair. You will see the chest hair coming through on the singlet. A black singlet, kind of reminds me like a Vader figure. That's kind of like the body we're seeing here. You'll see the thicker legs with the smaller red boots here. He does have some stripes here on the side of his pants. Just some red stripes going down on both sides. Very generic, very old school-esque. I almost said 80s-esque. This is even before the 80s, man. 70s-esque. You will see the knee pads do have a white trim on the back, and that's really it. He does have these bigger arms we've seen like on the newer Hulk Hogan figures, so he definitely has some size and some weight to it. Like I said, I don't really have a nostalgic feel to this figure, but it is nice to have a Gorilla Monsoon Elite release from Mattel, and I think that's a good sign for those who really want a re-release or another version of the the announcer Gorilla Monsoon. I feel like without a doubt, this gives high hopes that we will definitely see it, whether it's in the Elite Greatest Hits as a re-release, maybe even the ringside from the vault. I think that's probably going to be the best bet where we might see him down the road. But here we have a new Gorilla Monsoon Elite. Here we have the aforementioned announcer Gorilla Monsoon. You can see how much bigger he was in his wrestling days. Removing the glasses, you can see the heads. They both look pretty good. I can definitely see the likeness. They definitely have the same point to that nose. Obviously, a much later era Gorilla Monsoon versus the in-ring. But both look pretty good. And like I said, this gives us high hopes that this figure will probably be released or maybe just a brand new version. Moving on to our suited Elite Muhammad Ali. Yes, I echo the same sentiments. Another Muhammad Ali. I can get behind Mr. T. To me, he made a huge impact within WWE and wrestling. Muhammad Ali, don't get me wrong, I obviously was part of the inaugural WrestleMania 1. But other than the referee, Muhammad Ali, I don't know if I need any more figures from Mattel. It's funny, Steve from Mattel said in an interview that the only reason that this 4-pack really was able to come to fruition was the inclusion of this Muhammad Ali. Apparently, he's selling well. I know us collectors, like, it's just so many came out in such a short time. And they got to get the most out of the license, right? We got the San Diego Comic-Con Ultimates, the Ref, and the Boxing Muhammad Ali. I believe we got a retro. We got a Superstars figure. I'm not sure if that came out yet in the boxing gear. We have the most recent Legends figure, and now we have this Elite. I get it. I feel the same way. I only needed one particular. I'll even take a boxing version. I have yet to pick up the Legends figure. I'm waiting for a sale, but I probably will grab that and add it to my collection. But we have a suited Muhammad Ali here, a different execution, and not a look that I really remember, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at all the accessories. You do get a set of pointing fingers. You also will get a set of mic open holding hands. The figure comes with the closed fist, of course, for your boxer. What is he without his clenched fist? He also does come with this gold watch here, which I really do love these accessories, man. I'm all for these little added accessories. I feel like it puts these figures over the top. You can see the suit while we're zoomed in. It's a cloth jacket. The shirt underneath is cloth, as well as this tie. And I don't know how I feel about these ties. I was curious to see how this looked in hand. So it looks like it's sewn on. If you guys can't see it, it's sewn on to the front shirt, which velcros down the front here. We'll definitely take a look at that, but curious to see how that Ultimate Edition Mankind from the Monday Night Wars line is going to look. But taking a quick look at the suit, it looks okay. I feel like it looks a little baggy. You know, the soft goods jackets and, you know, double soft goods with a shirt underneath are really hard to execute, I feel like, in action figure form. But he does have a tan suit. He's got these tan pants, pinless legs. He's got the brown shoes. Let's get this jacket off. I believe this head is the one we've seen, obviously, with the Ultimates. I'm pretty sure this is the same one that's on the new Legends figure that is out at Target. So if you guys want to get a look at this jacket off of the figure, as I fix the sleeves here for you guys. Kind of nice, kind of like soft material here on the inside. You guys can see it looks a little fuzzy, but nice soft goods material. Tan, like I said, it's just, I feel like these soft goods jackets can be a pain in the butt sometimes. I guess I'll fix these sleeves off camera, not to waste enough time for you guys here, but it looks okay. Not the worst, but not the best. The shirt, I don't know if I like this, man. Let's zoom in again and get a better look at it off of the jacket. Short sleeve dress shirt. The tie, again, like I said, is sewn onto the front. And you do have that tearaway like a Hulk Hogan Elite figure. And we will tear it down the middle. And look at that. He is jacked. Looks pretty good. Of course, Muhammad Ali, one of the best of all time. The greatest of all time. You can see he's got the ripped torso on underneath here. Again, take a look at that gold watch. It looks good. Like I said, it looks good. Not one that was really high on a lot of people's lists, but you know what? We have them. It is what it is. If you guys want a quick look at that head sculpt. Decent likeness to Muhammad Ali. I'm hoping this is probably one of the last ones we get for a while, 'cause I don't know what other looks they can tackle, but if this is what allowed this 4-pack to be made, I will take it. And before we get to some Muhammad Ali comparisons, obviously the altercation took place between him and Gorilla Monsoon. So if you guys want to see how these figures look like next to each other and how they stacked up, here they are. And why not? Let's get him in that airplane spin here with Gorilla Monsoon. For your Muhammad Ali comparisons, we have the San Diego Comic-Con Ultimate Edition exclusive. Him in his referee outfit, as well as him in his boxing gear. One thing I just noticed, so this new Elite figure, it stacks up pretty much around the same height as these Alis. Actually, he's a lot taller than the ref one, if you guys can't see that. It's hard to tell because his hand's up, but how does he look like versus the one in his boxing gear? About the same height, so a little bit of a height discrepancy with the referee figure, but that's because of the actual different body that it's using. But one thing I wanted to point out, this new Elite Muhammad Ali has a very ripped torso. I don't have the Legends figure in my collection. Like I said, I just didn't pick that up yet. I feel like that had a different torso. I think that may have the Stone Cold torso, if I'm not mistaken, but it's definitely not as ripped as the torso that comes with this Elite here. This next figure was actually the one I was most excited for from this wave. I know a lot of people are probably excited for Harley Race and that NWA Championship belt, but Superstar Billy Graham, to me, he's such an iconic character, and I love his kind of swag, the big arms, you know, the freaking muscular body. So I was really excited for this. I do have the original released Elite figure in my collection. We definitely will compare, but let's take a look at the accessories that are included. So you will get the interchangeable mic open holding hands. Additionally, you do have the fisted hands on the figure. He does have a pair of sunglasses here, which of course are removable. If you guys want to take a look, I think they're the same as the ones that we got prior. Just kind of like a brownish kind of tint to it or finish with little silver accents. Of course, the championship belt, I feel like I've seen like images or video images of him in this outfit with this belt. So this looks pretty awesome. It's got a nice vac finish. You can see the dots of green here to really emulate. And it's a very thin strap from what we're used to. A vintage looking title here on the back. You can see the detailing as well. So this looks freaking awesome. He also does have this kind of like tie-dye shirt, I guess you want to call it. Looks really good. It does not Velcro. Oh, man. So this, I hope, is not going to be a pain to take off, man. I may have to do this off camera because I do not want to rip it. I always worry about, let me first say, I like the look of the shirts without the Velcro. I feel like they add a little more realism to it. They don't have the little bulk on the back, but they're really hard to get on. Is it the stretchy material? It is the stretchy material, so maybe this will be a little easier. But before we do that, let's take a look at that head. I believe this is the same head we got with the prior released Superstar Billy. Remember, we got two heads. We got this kind of earlier 70s head, and then him with the bald head and the goatee, which is the one I'm actually using on my display. But he does look pretty awesome. I do like the look of the shirt before we attempt to take it off, man. You can see the nice detailing to it. Looks pretty awesome. You know what? I'm going to do this off camera just to take my time. I don't want to rush and rip it. All right, I'm happy to report that the shirt was actually pretty easy to take off. Here it is off of the figure. I hope I can tell which is the front, which is the back. It looks like there's a little cut here in the front, if you can see a little opening. So that'll be your front here. The shirt looks awesome. It feels really nice and soft. I recommend popping the head off if you guys are new to Mattel Elites. Their heads will pop off with just a little force here. And you can plug them right back in. They are all interchangeable. And you can see the physique that Superstar Billy Graham has underneath. So this is the second time we're seeing these new biceps that were molded for Scott Steiner. Look at the size of those arms, man. Definitely adds some nice girth to him. Look at the muscularity. Just looks so awesome. He's got the championship belt. I was really debating on whether to get two because like I said, I was really looking forward to the Superstar. Looks awesome. I do love the head. I do love the bigger arms, the pinless arms, of course, which were not on the original release version. And they are different tights. This is not the same exact figure being released. You can see the kind of designs to it. Kind of like a dark purplish blue, I will say. You got some white detailing on in here. Looks really good, nice and vintage. He's got the red boots, got the blue laces, got the white soles here on underneath. I'm really liking how Superstar came out. And like I said, if you guys want a quick close-up of this head sculpt right here, it just looks so badass, man. Really happy how this turned out. For your Superstar Billy Graham comparison, so here is the original release figure. I believe this was like a Target exclusive. It was that collector's edition where they were kind of flip-flopping between Walmart and Target. I don't really remember. I think that was the case. It came out so long ago. But obviously, different eras of Billy Graham. When I originally got this figure, I had a dilemma. I was like, which head do I display with me? I always remember Billy Graham with the bald head and the goatee. He did come with this other interchangeable head. One of the first few figures that we were getting with interchangeable heads at the time. You can see, for the most part, it is the same head. I will say the new one looks printed on a lot cleaner. You can see how the eyes look versus the original release. But for the most part, it is the same head. It looks to be the same skin tone as well. And I was hoping we would get a new Billy Graham because I didn't want to have two the same on display. I feel like this was the look I wanted for him. So we'll remove the boa. And if you guys want to compare the glasses, I feel like the glasses are exactly the same. Maybe painted a different darker brown and versus the lighter one with the original release, but pretty much the same mold. He did come with this tie-dye shirt. This actually velcros here on the back. We will remove it. He does have the Triple H torso on underneath here, but you'll see he's got the pinned arms as well. I think the skin tone is the same. I don't know, like looking at it, maybe this is a tad different. I feel like if you wanted to swap the heads, which we will do, you can definitely get away with it. But look how much bigger these arms are. Of course, the double jointed pinless arms. I don't know, were these hands swappable at the time? Maybe not. No, we didn't even have swappable hands. I don't know. Mine feel a little stiff. So I don't know. Now this is okay. No, they are swappable. I was like, I thought by this time we would have had swappable hands. So these hands are swappable on Billy Graham as well. So I guess not that old, but you can see a difference with the tights. They both look really nice and clean. He's got the pink boots versus the red ones here. I really like both these figures. Happy to have them in my collection. If you guys wanted to see what the boa looked like on the Superstar, you can throw it on here as well. And I know I'm curious. You guys got to be curious too. How does this bald scan fit on here? Wow, that actually looks pretty money too, man. Damn, this is so awesome. I feel like I really do like the bigger arms. I guess you can get away and say he wasn't maybe as ripped. He was definitely big during this era. But without a doubt, the peak physique, I would say, was him probably with the golden locks. But this looks pretty awesome, too, if you guys want to swap him. This isn't even a comparison. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Maybe just out of pure excitement. But I did remember that I actually used the base of this original Superstar Billy Graham to make an Elite Jesse Ventura. And with all of the talks of him possibly signing a Legends deal, I feel like Jesse Ventura would be perfect for maybe something for another Legends of the Territory line or wave. Right now, it's slotted to be only a one-time kind of thing and kind of wait and see how this line or how the set sells, and then maybe we can get more. But if Jesse Ventura comes to the Mattel line, my God, I obviously want an announcer version, but an in-ring version to really plus up this line and push it through. I feel like a big name like that would definitely do it justice. The last figure we are taking a look at from this set is Harley Race. I think, without a doubt, a lot of people are most excited for this figure. This is the iconic robe, the NWA Heavyweight Championship belt, which is being included. It's called the Territory or Territorial Championship. I don't know exactly the term, but it's not exactly the NWA. I feel like they had to maybe tweak it a little bit to get away with it. The design itself, just like we did with the Hulk Hogan Big Green belt, it's not exactly the design. I don't know if they have the full rights to it, but it's nice we're getting it with this figure. Other accessories included are a set of interchangeable mic open holding hands. He does have the fisted hands on the figure, and let's just jump right to it. I know a lot of us want to see this championship belt. You see World Heavyweight Champion on there. It just says wrestling. You got the USA flag. Look at the plates on the side. We'll get a better look off of the figure, but this just looks so beautiful. The strap actually looks nice and thick. Look at that. That is beautiful. I am so happy we're getting this with this figure. It's going to be a huge selling point without a doubt. Just looks really nice. Do like the detailing to it. And also this robe, let's not sleep on it. I know you get an awesome championship belt, but this Harley Race robe just looks so awesome. You can see the stitching in the back. It says Race, the split two colors with the red and the blue. And then you got the white kind of on the inside of his collar here. The white tie. I'm happy this is only tied through once because I can never tie these robes. I believe it is stitched on here. I love that. I remember the original Mattel figures when they made robes were just kind of free floating, and it was such a pain in the ass to keep on there. But this robe does look beautiful. Let's get it off the figure and take a look at it because I feel like it just so nicely done. It's nice and soft. This soft goods just feels so good, man. You can see even on the actual ends of the hands or the arms, you got the collars or the cuffs here with the white. Looks really good. Take a look on the inside. Really, really highly appreciate the soft goods that Mattel uses on their figures. And you can see Harley Race. This, I believe, is the same body as the King Harley we got. Obviously, a different head, which we will get a close-up of. Great likeness with this afro, man. This is what I pictured Harley Race to look like. See the detailing on the back. They did such a great job with this. See his tattoos here on the side. Same on the other forearm here. And the stories you hear about Harley Race, he was a one badass dude. See, obviously he had the bigger torso, kind of like the Hacksaw Jim Duggan torso we've seen in the past. He's got these like kind of dark blue trunks. Dark blue knee pads. He's got the black boots here with a white or silverish kind of laces to it. You will see the socks coming through over here as well. He's got the white soles. Nice and clean, very simple, but man, this Harley looks so good. Also, if you were curious, this belt does fit nicely around his waist once you take that robe off. It looks really awesome. Just like I said, I've been in love with this belt. For your Harley Race comparisons, we have King Harley Race. This is the Greatest Hits Elite that was released not too long ago. You can see the size, and I'll be honest, I never saw the hoopla with this figure. I didn't think it was that good. You can see the head sculpt here once we remove the hat. I think without a doubt, this is the better Harley Race. In my opinion, this is just the gear I remember him wearing. The sculpts both look pretty good on him, but I personally prefer this look a lot better. And here's a quick shot of Harley Race versus Superstar Billy Graham if you guys want to see how they stacked up. But I know the real comparison you guys want to see, and that's coming up right now. Let's be honest, when we all think NWA World Heavyweight Champion, we think the Nature Boy Ric Flair. It's funny, Steve said in a recent interview, I forget where, so forgive me for not mentioning the source, but Steve did say that obviously they don't have the rights to Ric Flair right now. He's in AEW, but he was supposed to come in Elite 100 with this title. I wonder if that would have been in a suit. Probably, right? They were doing some kind of unique looks. You had Andre in a suit, or would he have come in ring gear? But we have the NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt here with King Harley Race, and I know you want to see how it looks like on these Ric Flairs. We have the suited Elite Ric Flair. This is just the Legends Elite Ultimate Warrior body with an Ultimate Ric Flair head. It definitely is passable. You can see this beautiful NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt on our suited custom Ric Flair here, and I think this looks great. And how about on our Ultimate Edition Ric Flair? Look at this beautiful 10 pounds of gold around his waist. It just looks so good, man. Obviously, I don't know if this is the an accurate look with this specific robe, but this is probably the best soft goods Mattel robe made. Obviously, the vintage throwback Ric Flair with the longer hair. This belt looks great. It would have been crazy to have a figure like this come out in Elite 100, but I'm hoping to get some more of these NWA World Heavyweight Championship belts somewhere in the Elite line because I would love to add them on a lot of my Ric Flairs. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this 4-pack and if you'll be adding it to your collection or if you will be passing. Don't forget to turn on those notification bells to stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. My personal take on this 4-pack, I actually really do dig it. A lot of these guys are before my time, but these figures are pretty unique. They are pretty awesome, and they are not that bad in retail price. I mean, at 80 bucks, you get 4 Elites with a bunch of accessories, some nice soft goods, first time to line belts. So I think they are well worth it. They are only available at MattelCreations.com. That is the only place you're going to be able to grab them. Like I said, I feel like these figures are really fun. The belts put them over the top. If I'm going to rank them in any particular order, I think this is kind of easy. At number 4, I'm probably going to go with Muhammad Ali. Like I said, I just really wasn't excited for that. At number 3, it's nice to see Gorilla Monsoon back in the line and the Elites. And like I said, I hope this opens up opportunity for more. But without a doubt, the stars of this set are Harley Race and Superstar Billy Graham. I know a lot of people are probably going to go with Harley as their favorite. I'm going to put him at number 2. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt is without a doubt the show stealer of this set. But I just love Superstar Billy Graham. I love the soft good shirt. I love the championship belt. He comes with the bigger arms. The attire just pops. All this just screams like, vintage wrestling. So, like I said, I highly recommend them. I will drop the link to this set in the description down below if you guys are interested in purchasing it. I say don't sleep on it. I don't think these are going to sell out anytime soon. I don't know if they're going to ever go on sale or not. You may have to wait a while, but I think go ahead and grab them. They're worth the set. And if you know what, if there's only ones you want in particular from the set, buy them and sell the other ones or trade them for some other figures. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who may actually want a Gorilla Monsoon Elite or use them for customs or are big Muhammad Ali fans. Obviously, he's a big name, but again, if you're interested in grabbing these figures, head over to MattelCreations.com and pick them up. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Before you go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. Thank you again for your continued support. I'll catch you all in the next video review.